permeate our society,
Yes.
our community with funds so that they can survive. But furthermore, you said, how do we get the doors open right now in terms of jobs? Well, the way we do that with my $100 million Mayor's Jobs Program is to have the youth or anyone who we hire
Yes.
get OJT, on the job training. Because what happens generally is these youth, they show up, you say, we're going to give you free training. And then they're hungry, or they may have children, and if they're adults, and their children are hungry, and then you say, well, we'll see you tomorrow, and you're not going to see them tomorrow. You won't see me tomorrow if I'm hungry. You won't see me tomorrow if my children are hungry.
Yes.
I'm going to get out there and strap and do whatever I got to do in order to feed myself and my family. So that is why I say on-the-job training, which means they'll be paid at the time. But
That's
also,
it. Yes.
we encourage them by giving employees to small businesses that are already here and help them to thrive, help them to rebuild the infrastructure of our economy, our local economy here in Oakland, so that when the children are, not just the children, but the adults are trained, whoever it is that we place there, at the end of a year, those businesses can put $1,000 back into our economy by saying, here's a scholarship for this. At the end of this, thank you for thank you, city, for employing this person. Thank you for allowing us to train them, so on and so forth. We're going to give something back now. But in the meantime, we help our businesses to thrive, and we help our economy to thrive.
They say with a whole lot on your plate, there's much responsibility also.
Amen.
And I believe the people want to know, can you handle that responsibility? This is no cakewalk. And we know the city of Oakland is no cakewalk. It's time to get serious, gird up our loins, and get busy and be focused. There's so much out there that's taking the focus away. And the people want to know, can you stay focused? We vote for you. I personally going to endorse you. That's
God
me.
bless you.
I am.
Thank you.
I admire the way that you are carrying on, especially with the youth. And also your resume speaks speaks for itself. But personally endorsing you, I like to make sure that it's a fact that when I say Terrence Candell,
Does he have the energy to do it?
And they know that he's the man.
All right.
And what I like about
Do I have the energy?
is your ad that's in the Post. It says that he has arrived, Terrence Candell, and he's here, the people's mayor. Can you fulfill that big shoe?
Well, the question, as to the question of do I have the energy? Let me just tell you, I have the energy. And not only that, you're talking to a brother who...
That was a good one.
I'm going to tell you that you won't see Dellum do that anytime soon, brother.
That was a good one.
You will not see Parada or any of those do that anytime soon.
That's the type of energy that you need.
You've got to have energy in order to be out here, in order to serve our community, in order to show them. And I don't mean talk. I don't need talk.
Yeah, talk is cheap.
Talk is it's been cheap for 20 years.
Yes, it has.
And guess what? For the next 4 at least, you've got to have someone who understands D-O. Do.
Yes.
That's what I intend. And that's what they intend to see me do, just as they've seen me do it with the schools, just as they've seen me do with Candell Records. Yes, I ran Candell Records. And we're the ones who made that song, Oaktown. Yeah. We're the ones. And you know, the point is that I've done it. I haven't talked about it. I've done it. People see me doing every day. Today when you saw me, I went to the park, played basketball with the kids.
Yes.
I went out, I was talking to people on finding out what their ideas were, what they wanted to see me implement so that I could do it.
Yeah.
And you've got to have someone who can hit the ground running. And let me tell you, I've heard people say, yeah, oh, but it's scary that you have so much energy. You know what?
Man, yes.
I'd be a little more afraid of someone who doesn't.
You know what? With that statement right there, it says, behind every good man, there's a good lady. And the way you're talking, you have to have a better half.
Oh, yeah, obviously I do. My wife is Dyra Candell. She's my dream. She is everything that makes me work. God has blessed me with her for 25 years. We celebrated our anniversary in July. And let me tell you, I am...
Your anniversary in July? How many years?
25
That's
years.
it. Congratulations, man,
Yes.
to you and your lady and family.
Oh, yeah, and I have a beautiful daughter, Dyra. Dyra was born 1 pound 4 ounces. Dyra has special needs. She has
miracle baby.
hydrocephalus. That's why I wear this thing here. It's a hydrocephalus band. You know, people have breast cancer, whatever. This is hydrocephalus. She has a shunt in her head, and it drains the fluid. Spinal fluid buildup and whatnot. She has excellent
Praying
doctor,
God
Peter
bless,
Son,
yeah.
Sue Dittmeyer, these folks who have been serving in our community, who I set up so that they would actually serve in our Oakland Unified School District to
Yes.
teach people about health and safety and those kinds of things. My daughter and my son, who I've talked about at length, are what make me go. My wife is what makes me go.
That's it. That's
and
it,
when the kid asked the question, who's going to speak for us? She was right there in front of him going,
Well, let me ask you this, Mr. Mayor, coming up, Mr. Future Mayor.
I appreciate it.
Knowing that you are here and you have arrived,
Yes,
what
sir.
are any last words that you would like the listening and hearing audience to know?
Don't be afraid. I'm here. Now is the time. You must stand up. You can't believe anything that anyone else says. They'll tell you things like he's not even on the ballot, or they'll say things like he has no money, or they'll say, oh, he hasn't name recognition. They'll say anything to keep you from it. This is it. People, this is our time. It is our time to take it back. And we will, all of us together. You got to believe. And that's what I want for you. Once you believe, you'll vote on November 2nd. And I want you to vote on line 1, Terrence Candell, line 2, Terrence Candell, line 3, Terrence Candell, because there is no other choice. God has made the choice. And you know this. Show up, do what you're supposed to do to take your city back, and come down there to City Hall with me, celebrate, and then help me take our city back, because we will. Our community is a responsible community. We are the ones that we've been waiting for.
Terrence Candell, very well put. You're here, you're back, you're in action. I'm going to endorse you.
Oh, God bless you.
And I'd like to thank you. Thank you so much
Oh, thank you, Cornell. I appreciate
for
it.
coming to the W.C. Mcclinton Christian News.
And thank you, Pastor W.C. Mcclinton. I appreciate it.
He's a beautiful pastor, man. He's done a lot
Amen.
for the community. He's opened up doors for such people as yourself to come in so America can get to know you.
So that I can serve,
That's right.
because that's
right.
my job.
That's it. I am Cornell Green. I have been your host this evening on the W.C. Mcclinton News. My special guest, very, very special guest, has been candidate for mayor, our future mayor, Terrence Candell.
God bless
Mr.
you.
Candell, thank you so much
Thank you
for joining us.
God
this
bless
evening.
you.
Thank you.
And God bless Oakland.